There, now it's recording. Well, hello again, and let's begin with the homework. So the
Right.
exercise B, can you read please?
Yes. Think of three people you know. Describe each other personal, informally, and more formally.
Informally and more formally. Okay, begin please.
Think of three people you know. Describe each other, each person informally and more formally.
Yes. Number one.
Number one person I put Daniela.
Okay.
In an informal way is she's sociable. What is the
Is what?
pronunciation? What is the pronunciation
Of?
of? It's in more formal in socialize, I think.
Well, here you're looking for adjectives. Look. On exercise B, we're working with adjectives. And in C, these are verbs. Yes. So what about the adjectives? We have here.
Okay.
These are adjectives. A bit of a pain, very chatty, very pushy. So those are adjectives.
Ooh.
So that's what you have to use here, adjectives.
All right. Like
So you can say, my teacher, informal, is very pushy. And more formal?
more formally.
Is very strict.
All right.
Yes? That's
Yes,
an
I
example.
understand.
Okay, now your turn, please.
All right.
Let me see, who do I have here? Hello, Liliana. Hi, Eduardo.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, guys.
guys.
We're going to compare some answers. So, number one, person, Diana?
I put Daniela.
Daniela. Okay, so Daniela is what?
Daniela is chatty or yes, chatty. No.
Is what?
Chatty.
Chatty.
CHATT.
Why? It's chatty. Okay, and more formal?
Is talkative.
Talkative.
I have one example
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
about my friend.
Yes.
In informal, he's brainy.
Well, you can say like this. My friend
Yeah. He's brainy.
is brainy.
And more formal, he will be, he's very intelligent.
All right. Now you can just say this like this. Look, Daniela is chatty. She is very talkative. Or you can say, my friend is brainy. He or she is very intelligent. You don't need to say this. This expression, informal or more formal, is not necessary to mention it. You can just say the whole sentence like this. But remember, when you're complementing the sentence, then you need the pronoun. Daniela will be she. And my friend, I don't know, it might be a he. Okay, so please practice. Let's begin with Diana, then Eduardo, and then Liliana. Yes, Liliana Galindo. Please begin.
My husband gets a kick out of listening to music. An informal sentence. He enjoys listening to music.
The exercise B is adjectives. We're describing people. What you're saying are verbs. And that's different.
I am using get a kick out of. Get a kick out of
Yes.
is the synonym of enjoys.
That's a verb. And we are working with adjectives, describing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. My friend is touchy.
Uh-huh.
She is sensitive.
Perfect. There you go. Continue, guys, please.
My neighbor is pushy in an informal sentence. He is aggressive.
Okay. My friend is really weird. He's very relaxed about things.
Weird.
All right, guys. Here I have Diana, Eduardo, Liliana. I also have Leslie and Lucelena. So please, ladies, you two practice. Okay. Let's have Leslie with LS and Lucelena, LC. In that order, please. Go ahead and practice. So whose turn is it? Leslie, your turn, please.
She's very relaxed.
Who is she?
My friend is very relaxed.
It's incomplete.
And more formal.
No more formal. Don't say these expressions. You don't need to say them. What you need to do is say the complete sentence.
Okay.
Complete sentence. Example, Daniela is chatty. She is very talkative.
Okay.
Or my friend is brainy. He is very intelligent.
My friend is very relaxed. She is very laid back.
Perfect. That's the way to do it. Lucelena, your turn, please.
I don't know.
Don't worry. We'll on the next round. Okay. Daniela, number 2, please. Daniela, I'm sorry. Diana, number 2, please.
Okay. My partner is a bit of pain. She can be annoying.
Can you repeat that, please, Diana?
My partner is a bit of pain.
A bit of a pain. A bit of a pain.
A bit of a pain.
Yes.
It can be annoying.
Perfect. There you go. Eduardo?
One example with these words.
That would be number 2. You should be saying number 2 now.
Okay. My dad's friend is so chilled out with his life.
Yeah. He is
relaxed with his job.
perfect. There you go. Thank you. Next will be Liliana, number 2, please. No? What about Leslie? Leslie, number 2. Nothing. Luz Helena, can you say one? Okay, nobody. On the next exercise, it's about verbs. Now we're using verbs. And the example is on the bottom. This sentence is with the verb. One guy in my class is always bad-mouthing other people. And this will be the same. Who are you?
I sent it a message. I can hear.
Okay. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Luz Helena? No. Okay. Let's continue, guys. Now, this is the more formal way to say that. One of my classmates is always criticizing. Now, this is with the verb. Go ahead, guys. Give me at least 3 examples, please. Nothing. Nobody did the homework. Okay.
I have one.
We're going to start with the next activity. I have a small game for you guys. There, can you see the picture? All you have to do is look at this picture right there and tell me, what is this?
An animal.
Yeah, what animal?
Oh,
A wolf? Oh, no.
Oh,
That's a tiger.
A tiger. Oh, so close. You almost had it. Next.
I don't know.
a shark?
Shark?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a shark.
There is a shark.
A car?
There you go. It's a car. And the last one.
A boat?
Yeah.
Yes, a boat. That was good, Leslie. Awesome. Okay, that was a very quick game for everybody to check. Now we're going to begin with the next. We're going to continue the lesson from yesterday. There, can you see it?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yesterday we talked about talking about habits. Remember? When we talk about habits, we have with his friends, he usually texts. And how does he say it on the conversation? With friends. With friends, he tends to text. Next, number 2.
Is
Every once in a while, I instant message.
I'll instant messages.
Yes, every once in a while, I'll instant message. There. Perfect. And what about number 3? My kids text all the time.
My kids are constantly texting.
Are constantly texting. And number 4, when I travel, I normally use my laptop.
I normally use my laptop. I'm traveling.
When I'm traveling, I normally use my laptop. So what tenses do we have? We have the simple present. We have the expression tend. And we have will. What other tense do we have, guys? Simple present, tend, and will. What else do we have? You don't know? Look, we have the simple present, the verb tend, and the modal verb will. What else do we have? We have the present continuous. But check how with these tenses, will does not have a future meaning. It's a different meaning. So let's check all the examples. To talk about habits, you can use the simple present, the verb tend, or the modal verb will. Here, will does not have a future meaning. Mostly, I call on myself. I'm on the phone all the time. My friends don't use I am. What is this? Simple present. On the other side, we have tend. My son tends to, and the verb text. He doesn't use instant messaging. So this is simple present. So let's change this. He doesn't use, and he'll email someone. What is that? That is will. He will email someone. The verb tend. Remember that with the verb tend, we need to use the article to. However, we can use the present continuous for 2 different forms. The present continuous will be for a longer activity that happens at the same time as another habit. In other words, is background. For background. How does that happen? How does that work? Okay. When I'm traveling, it's background, is the situation, is the moment where you have your habit. I normally use my laptop. What tense is that, guys? I normally use. What is that? This is
Simple present.
Simple present. That's right. But this is the background. I'm sorry. The present continuous is the background for the habit. And it's also used, the present continuous. It's also used for habits that are noticeable or more frequent, like always and constantly. So my kids are constantly texting. So that alone is present continuous only. That is the habit. It's not the background. That is the habit. My kids are constantly texting. Now let's check some more examples. Are you ready?
Yep.
We have habits. We have the simple present, the verb tend with the article to, tend to. We have the modal verb will. And what else do we have? The present continuous. Simple present is for general, regular habits. Examples, I regularly call my friends. My sister generally sends messages. Or Mr. Jimenez usually uses WhatsApp. The simple present is for a moderate habit. It's a normal use. It's not a little and it's not a lot. It's normal. We have the verb tend to. Tend to indicates a preference in your habits. You can have two or more habits, but you usually use one more than the other. Examples. My father tends to send me a message before he calls me. So here we have two different habits. Send a message or call. But what's the preference? The preference is send because it's next to the verb tend. And it's the same case with the next example. Claudia likes Messenger, but with her friends, she tends to call and say hi.
Teacher.
Or, yes.
So we use tend to when we're talking about two habits, no?
When you have not two or more,
Two or more, okay.
and one is your preference.
Okay.
For
Okay, I
example,
got it.
you can say that with friends, you tend to use WhatsApp, but with your teacher, you tend to use email. Right?
Okay.
And the last example, the
Like
teacher sends,
what I prefer to do, no?
yes, a preference. A preference. So the teacher sends emails, but for work matters, he tends to call. All right? Can we move on to the next one?
Yes.
Next, we have will. On rare opportunities, it's a different way to say tend to. This will is the same as tend to, but for little occasions. So we have the examples. Occasionally, I'll send an email to my high school friends. Once in a blue moon, my father will write an email to his cousins. If I write an email to my father, he'll just call me and ask me what I need. So it's another way to say tend to. Or that it's on a rare occasion. It's rare. If I write an email, he'll just call. Okay, guys. Next, we have the present continuous. For background, to explain another habit. Always, when it's background, it's to explain, it's for another habit. We have the examples. When I'm waiting for someone, present continuous, I'm waiting, I'll just check my Facebook. I'll just check. So that's the habit, check Facebook. And I'm waiting is the background, is the situation where this happens. In the next example, if my sister is doing her homework, she usually checks. So that's the habit, checking Facebook when she's doing her homework. Or the other way, I tend to write comments when I'm checking my Facebook. Right there. So I'm checking my Facebook is the background, and the habit is tend to write comments.
Teacher,
Yes, sir.
so there are two habits at the same time, no?
No, one is background. Background is the moment.
Okay.
The moment or the place. Background, that's what background is. Hi, Carolina.
Hi, teacher. Background is previous information, no?
Okay, previous information, that's good. It's necessary information for the context. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
We also have the present continuous for excessive use. And with excessive use, we use adverbs as well. So the example is, I'm constantly checking my Facebook. So there we have the present continuous. I'm checking. And we have the adverb, constantly. On the next one, my sister is always, we have the verb the adverb always, and
I'm
the
sorry.
present continuous. Yes? Go ahead. Yes, Vanessa?
What constantly means?
All the time. Constantly means all the time.
Yeah, but in the sentences, what place takes?
What?
What place takes the constantly in the sentence?
The
In the
adverb.
yeah, that's
It's the adverb.
okay. Thank you.
And the adverb modifies, in this occasion, the verb. This adverb is an adjective of the verb. Yes, Vanessa?
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
All right. Next is the neighbors are continually posting comments on Facebook. So that's the present continuous. And we have the adverb. And this is the habit. This is not background. This is the habit for excessive use. All right?
Yes.
Okay, does anybody have a question?
Espérame.
No questions, guys? Good. Okay, now what do you see on the pictures?
Computer, pause.
Computer,
Yes.
Stop.
Email.
emails, cell phone.
Messages.
When we talk about habits, what tense do we use? What tenses do we use?
Simple present.
Yes, and
Present continuous.
and
Past simple.
nope, no past simple.
Present continuous, the tend to,
Will.
the verb, the modal verb will,
Yeah,
and the simple present.
perfect. So on the first thing we have is social networks. And as you said, we have the simple present We also have the verb tend to. We have the modal verb will, and we have the tense present continuous. Wow, what happened? Now, for example, social networks. We can say with a simple present, I normally use or check my social networks at home. Or, and that's just an example, guys.
Teacher, always need to use an adverb
Always no.
or no?
It's your opinion, it's your habit. It's whatever you want to say on your habit. So tell me,
Okay.
when or how do you use your social networks? Do you do it on a normal, moderate way? Do you have a preference over something else? Is it on rare occasions, or is it a constant use? How is your habit of social networks?
I usually check my Facebook and when my sister checked your WhatsApp, is checking her WhatsApp or something?
Close. So you usually check your Facebook when your sister checks her WhatsApp?
My WhatsApp.
Okay, so you're talking about Facebook or WhatsApp?
No, I need to talk only once.
No, you can tell us anything you want, but the sentence needs to be complete. You can't give us two incomplete sentences. So the first sentence, what did you say?
When I'm going to my friends, I tend to check my email.
Perfect. That was excellent. And that was a complete sentence. There you go. Thank you. Now I want to say hi to Mari Carmen. Hello, Mari Carmen.
Hi, teacher. Sorry. Hi.
Hello. Are you new?
Yeah, I already enrolled yesterday, so that's why I'm
yes.
stressed today. Yeah. So,
okay, great.
Sorry, I'm a little bit
okay.
Yes, I'm here. All right.
Good to have you here.
Thank
All
you so
right,
much.
perfect. Continue, guys. Can somebody else give me another example?
When I'm doing my homework, I usually use my laptop.
Awesome. There you go. Thank you. Now we also have letters. We also have WhatsApp, email, and calling. Now, let's see, guys.
May I say a sentence, teacher?
Go right ahead, Carolina.
Okay. During my work day, I tend to make phone calls. And I always check my Facebook and
Excellent. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. That's good. Yes, okay. Vanessa? Vanessa?
Okay. I mostly all the time I make phone calls and I check my social networks, my like Facebook or Twitter.
Nice. That's good, Vanessa. One more before we go in sessions, please. One more example with somebody else, please. Mari Carmen, would you like to try?
Yeah, I'm just getting connected with the ideas. So what do we need to do? Just to give an answer about using a simple routine that we carry out using social networks, or
What we're doing is talk about your communication habits.
Okay. Okay.
Using sentences above. Using all of this.
Okay. Thank you. I can say that I usually scroll on Facebook. Let's see. I usually scroll on Facebook whenever it's free, whenever there is free time for me, and I'm constantly using or sending messages through WhatsApp to attend my different activities. Is that correct?
Yeah, I didn't understand some of your sentences, but mostly was okay.
Okay.
What did you say about Facebook?
That I usually scroll on Facebook whenever I have
what is
scroll, right?
Scroll?
Scroll, S-E-S-C-R-O-L-L, scroll.
Scroll down, yes, but that's the incorrect verb for the sentence. What you mean is browse.
Okay, okay.
Scroll is when you move the page up and down.
Exactly.
And browse is when you look for the information, whether it's up, down, or left, right, whatever. So you look, you see the information, you read the text, you look at the pictures. That's browse.
Okay. I was wondering about scrolling because I thought that it was correct because we can say scroll when we refer to the touch, in this case, to the screen, and we move up and down. So that's why I thought that it was a correct verb using it with this way, because on the cell phone, that's something that we did. So that's why, but if you say, okay, I'm gonna use browse. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
right.
Take a picture, please, guys.
For every.
Guys, please take a picture of the image. Tell me when you're ready.
Can see it.
Are you ready, guys? Take a picture, please, with your cell phones. Okay, I hope you took the picture. What we're going to do is, what do you want me to write down, Vanessa?
The word the my.
Scroll down. Look, I got it off the screen, but I will write it for you.
Please. Thank you.
There.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I have Diana, Eduardo, and Vanessa. Good. Carolina, Liliana, Mari Carmen. Perfect. Leslie and Lucelena. Go ahead. Compare each other's habits, please, using the tenses that we reviewed, please.
I get lost.
Ready, guys?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm missing somebody. No, there it is. Perfect. Do you have any questions?
No.
Everything was easy?
No, teacher, I have some questions. They are related to the whole topic because we were talking about one of my question, it was about the use of will. Why did you say that we can use will to talk about habits? And for example, my classmate mentioned that we are using will. So there is another way to say tend to. Tend to can be used as synonym for talking about used to, something that I used to do.
Used to is for the past. It's a habit or not necessarily a habit, but it could be an activity that was common in the past. So with will is not about the future. With will is another expression to talk about a habit in the present. But the difference with will, it will be the simple present, which is general regular habits. Is moderate use. For example, I regularly call my friends. That's normal for you. It's all the time, but it's not an excessive use. It's a normal habit per se. Tend to is an inclination. It's a preference over another one, over other habits. And will, it's the same as tend to on rare opportunities. It's a different way to say tend to, and it's not a normal everyday habit, but on special occasions. For example, occasionally, I'll send an email. Right here. That's will. Because it's occasionally. You can also say I tend to instead of I will. In the other sentence is my father will. Once in a blue moon. It's a rare situation, but it's a habit. Once in a blue moon, once a year, once every 2 years, my father will write an email. And you can also say a difference between another habit. For example, if I write an email to my father, he prefers to call me, or he tends to call me, or he'll just call me. Okay?
Okay, I get in with the part with will. That is it's to talk about something that we seldom do.
Yeah.
And about the last example that I can say, it's that's why I'm just getting confused because that's not exactly simple. That's not yeah, because it's a conditional, right?
Yes, but it's sure, but we're not looking at conditionals. What we're looking at is the effect of the tense. For example, the tense in this occasion is will, and will, it's used for the future. But in this occasion, it's an expression of preference, not the future.
Okay. Thank you so much, teacher. Much better.
All right. So the next activity, you have to do this in your books. Can you please open your books? Does everybody have their book?
Yes, teacher. What page?
Oh my gosh. Let me remember.
13.
14. Thank you very much, honey.
13.
I was going to say 19, but you beat me to it. So 13 or 14?
13.
13. Exercise? 2 or 3?
You right?
Exercise letter B. It's exercise letter B.
It's a number. It's either 2 or 3. B. So complete the conversations with a correct form of the verbs given. Then practice. So go ahead and complete all of them. This should be pretty easy. Let's have 2 minutes to complete all of it. Okay, only 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, you guys will compare answers. Okay? Go ahead, begin. Time's up, guys. Is anybody finished?
No, teacher.
No, Carolina?
Almost.
Ari, Dayana, Eduardo, Leslie, Liliana, Luz Elena, Vanessa. Anybody finished?
Yeah.
I haven't finished. I haven't finished.
Okay. 1 more minute.
Okay.
Awesome. Perfect. Please, guys, compare your answers. Now, there are 8 of you. So we're going to go in sessions of 4, 2 groups of 4. And in each group, you need to compare your answers. There. Go ahead, guys, please. All right, guys. Perfect. You compared your answers?
Yes.
Great. Now let's check your answers. What do you have for number 1? I do.
tend to call.
Next, yes, I
Don't call.
Don't call.
don't call. We
Are always emailing.
Are always emailing.
Are
are always
emailing.
emailing. Great. Number 2, I
will
Probably spend.
probably spend
spend a few hours a day on it. I
tend to use
tend to. Mostly I
Check out.
account.
check out my friends, clothes and stuff. I'm not a one, but occasionally I
Will get.
I will get.
you can say the contraction
I'll
get,
I will get.
but I
Don't reply to them.
Don't reply.
don't reply. Right. Next. What do you do? What do you mostly use your cell phone for? Texting? Yeah,
I'm constantly texting.
Constantly texting.
my kids to find out where they are. That's funny. In my family, we
Don't
text.
don't text. We
Tend to talk.
and to talk.
To talk.
Like my sister regularly
Calls me.
calls me after dinner when she
Watches.
Watches.
This is background, right? Is this habit or background?
She is watching.
What is it, habit or background?
That's a pattern.
It's a background.
She is watching.
When she's watching TV.
When she's watching.
It's a background.
Oh yes, it's a background.
When she's watching TV.
Yes?
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, all you have to do is take a look at the questions. Questions 1, 2, and 3. Can I erase the answers? There. Questions 1, 2, and 3. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to ask and answer the questions with your classmates. Are you ready? Okay. So let's see. Let's see, Carolina, Diana, Leslie, Vanessa, Luz Elena, Mari Carmen, Eduardo, and Liliana. Luz Elena and Mari Carmen, please stay on the session. Don't go, okay? And everybody else, you can go to the groups, please. Carolina, Diana, room number 1. Leslie, Vanessa, room number 2. Eduardo and Liliana, room number 4, please. Okay, Vanessa, are you there? Vanessa, Carolina, are you there?
Yes, teacher, sorry.
It's okay, go to the session, please. Vanessa, can you hear me? Leslie, are you here?
Yes.
I know.
Sorry.
I don't know what's happening with Vanessa. I think she's not paying attention. So go ahead. Leslie, Luz Elena, and Mari Carmen, ask and answer the questions, please.
Okay.
Yeah, teacher.
How do you normally catch up with your friends by phone?
About that part, I'm not pretty sure, but in this case, I seldom catch them up by phone because I'm not so used to call them. So the thing that I like to do the most is that I tend to call them or to look for them via Messenger or WhatsApp. What about you?
Well, I constantly texting my friends or calls my friends when I need to talk to something or I don't know, have communication with them.
Okay, yeah. In my case,
How
because
about you, Leslie?
I tend to have video calls with my friends, but I don't used to call by phone.
Okay, the number 2 says, how much time do you spend on your social networking site? Mari Carmen?
in my case, I regularly spend from 1 to 2 hours at night.
And you, Leslie?
I usually don't use my networking site. I think I use my networking site one time in the week, maybe.
Okay, in my case, I spend a lot of time because I need to send a messages or works or something like that to my students or my co-workers. The last one, what do you mostly use your cell phone for? Texting, Mari Carmen?
Mostly, I use my cell phone. Let me think about it. I'm not pretty sure, but I can say that I mostly use to send WhatsApp messages and just to because of my daughter's school, we need to scan all the homeworks and tasks that she is given. So that's something that I regularly do with my cell phone, to scan all those activities to send to her teacher.
Okay. How about you? How about you, Leslie?
You know what? If I think better, I use networking sites like WhatsApp for communicate to my teachers and classmates. So I tend to use WhatsApp to talk with them.
Okay. In my case, I use all the time my cell phone for communication. That's it. Or when I need to send some emails for work, I'm constantly texting.
All right, guys, are you finished?
I think yes.
Awesome, perfect. Your classmates are coming up right now. So let's continue with the next activity.
Okay.
All right, now I hear some expressions like this. This is the example just to check this with you guys. I use myself for communicate. Okay. There is a grammar problem here because we're using the preposition for. When you use the preposition for, you're talking about a noun, okay, a thing. And when you want to use this verb as a thing, then you use my gosh, and
Communicating.
for communicating. Yes.
Oh.
If you use it in simple tense, then you need to say to communicate. I use myself to communicate or for communicating. And of course, this is an transitive verb, so you need an object. With my friends or my ideas, you need something to complement. Okay, you can't put a period there. It would be incomplete. All right, guys. Next, what time is it? Do we have time? Yes, we have plenty of time. We have speaking naturally, questions with answers. Sometimes when you make a question, you want to give the option of the answer. For example, on this first question right here, on this example, how often do you tend to use email? On the same question, you're giving an alternative. Every day. So when you have these option answers inside the question, we have a different intonation, a different sound of the letters and the words. And that's what we need to check right now. This little arrow means the intonation goes up or down. And on the second question, we have, again, the simple information question. When do you update your profile? First alternative answer, at night. Second alternative answer, on the weekends. So these red letters that you see, they have the different intonation. So please, I want you to listen. Only listen and pay attention to the sound.
Sometimes people ask an information question and then suggest one or more answers to it. Notice the intonation.
How often do you tend to use email? Every day?
When do you update your profile? At night? On the weekends?
Repeat the example questions.
How often do you tend to use email? Every day?
Repeat, please.
How often do you tend to
How
use
often do you
email?
tend to
Every day?
use email?
Every day.
Every
Every
day.
day.
When do you update your profile? At night? On the weekends?
When do you
you
update
update your profile?
Update
At
your
night?
profile
on
at
the
night,
weekends?
on the weekend.
Very close. So the first question is, how often do you tend to use your email? E sounds stronger, and then mail sounds lower. Email. And then the alternative, it goes up as a regular question intonation. Every day. When we have the second question right here. When do you update your profile? At night? On the weekends? That's what you want to pay attention to. Now listen and repeat these questions, please.
1,
Who do you generally text? Your family?
Repeat, please.
Who did you generally
Who
say?
do you generally text?
Generally text
Family.
family.
Ah, very good. I hear some good intonations.
2,
Topics do you avoid discussing online? Politics? Religion?
What topic
do you avoid
Avoid discussing online.
Politics?
Religion.
Your phone number?
4,
Your phone number? What personal information do you put online? Your phone number?
What
What
personal
personal information do you put online?
Personal information do you put online? Your phone number.
4,
How much of your social life do you organize online? Like all of it?
How much
How
of
much
How much of your
social
social
life
life
do
do
you
you
of your
organize
social
online?
life do you organize online? Like all of it?
5,
What do you think is the best way to end a relationship? Send a text?
What do you
What
think
do
is the
you think
best
the
way
best
to
way
Do you
to
think
end a
is the best way to
relationship?
end a relationship?
Not that.
Send a text.
All right, guys. Now, what you're going to do is we're going to go in sessions. You're going to ask and answer the questions and practice your intonation, okay? When you are practicing with your classmates, you're going to ask and answer the questions. And the purpose is to practice the intonation and to practice the tense of the habits. Simple present, tend to, will, and present continuous. Yes?
Okay.
All right, that's it. Let's go in sessions. What happened? Who was disconnected? Leslie? Oh, no, Mari Carmen is here.
Vanessa.
Vanessa got disconnected. Okay, then please. My goodness. Okay, Carolina and Eduardo, please stay. The rest, please go on sessions and ask and answer the questions. Remember to practice the intonation. Go ahead, Eduardo and Carolina, please begin.
Okay. Who do you generally text? Your family?
No, eh, we let me check. We never check. We never text. We prefer. No, we tend to make phone calls.
Okay, in my case, I usually text with my friends or with my family. Okay, the number two, what topics do you avoid discussing online? Politics? Religion?
Both. I always, I am always avoiding. Sorry, it's my little kid.
Ah, don't worry.
Uh, I am I am always avoiding discussing politics and religions. I think they both are difficult topics, and then people get angry. So it's better
Okay.
avoiding.
In my case, I talk about politics with my dad, but I tend to talk about sports or sneakers. I don't know, with my friends.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. And the number three, what personal information do you put online? Your phone number?
No, actually, I never give personal information online.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I mean, I usually put like a photo, but never my information, like my phone number or things like that. Yeah.
Yes,
And
that
number
is
four,
dangerous.
number four, how much of your social life do you organize online? Like all of that?
Mm, Well, I don't really use my social network. So online, I won't organize anything.
Okay.
I prefer I tend to call and invite the person or organize something, but I don't use my social networks
Okay.
or
In my
something
case,
like that.
actually, actually, I don't use social network or social media because I tend to spend time with my family or read a book or do exercise. Yeah. And number
Awesome,
five.
guys. Thank you very much. Okay, you did good. Did you finish?
No, the
Oh,
number five, the last one.
go. All right, go ahead, finish it.
Okay, okay. What do you think is the best ways to end a relationship? Send a text?
I think the best way is talking face to face. I won't send a text.
Yeah,
And
my
you?
opinion, the best way is to talk in person, to talk about the problem and what happened with the relationship.
Thank you, guys. Perfect. Great work. Okay, we're finished for today. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
No, I don't have any question.
Okay, so the homework will be on page 145 of your books, Grammar Extra. You need to study the grammar chart, which is frequency expressions. And look at this, this slide I have for you. For the exercise, you have to add the words and expressions to the sentences. So the sentence is, I make phone calls. And now you have to use the adverb never and after the preposition with the time. So how do you connect this information to the sentence? Well, you use the adverb. I never make phone calls after 10 p.m. Okay?
Okay.
And then once you finish this sentence, then you're going to rewrite the sentence so they are true for you. So if never is incorrect, then you cross never and you use a different one with whatever is true for you. And you can say, occasionally, I make phone calls after 10 p.m.
How much
And that's what you have.
examples?
What?
How much examples?
Only one for per sentence.
Oh, only
So
one.
you have,
Okay.
yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
number two, my dad will text me. And then the adverb occasionally and during his lunch break. So you have to complete the sentence. And then you change the sentence to make it true for you. Okay?
Okay.
And
Got
then
it.
we continue. State verbs. You study the grammar chart and then you continue with the exercise. And when you finish, we'll compare answers. Actually, not when you finish, I'm sorry. Tomorrow we'll compare answers and then check answers and then practice.
Teacher, but tomorrow is Friday.
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir. My
Monday.
mistake. Monday.
On
Yes.
Monday.
On Monday, of course. How was the class, guys?
Good.
Good.
Let's see so
See
motivated.
you next week.
Like,
See you.
Okay. Yes, Liliana.
I learned
Yes,
a lot.
Selena. I
Teacher,
will see you. Yes, guys. Yes, sir.
will you send the homework?
It's on
What's
your
up?
book. Do you have the book?
Yeah, but what's the page? What page?
145.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
One. Excellent. Hi, Mari Carmen. Hello.
Hi, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. I learned
All
a
right,
lot of things today.
I will see you next Monday at 4:30.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, guys.
You too,
Thank you, teacher.
See you on
Bye.
Monday.
Take care.
Thank you,
Have a good
teacher.
weekend.
See you.
Bye, Carolina. Bye, Mari Carmen. Leslie, Miss
bye,
Elena.
teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Nice weekend to everyone.
Nice weekend. Thank you. Likewise. Bye.